Hi, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Ben's Brick Designs. I'm Ben. Thanks for being here. Happy Sunday. I hope you're doing well. It's been a while. I took last week off, had some people in town, but we're back at it. And we're going to do some work on the Q2 Stadium today. And then after about an hour of that, I thought I'd probably try to do some video game streaming just for a little bit, see how that goes. Not that that's going to be a normal thing, but maybe I'll add that every once in a while just to kind of, you know, have some extra stuff to do. So, good morning, Missy. How are you? Things are a little switched because I've got the game playing on one monitor later. And so, also my cat knocked over one of the lights that I have, and it hit the monitor and it hit the microphone and knocked everything off the table. So I had to make sure everything was working. And if anybody wants a cat, you just let me know. I've got a cat that I wouldn't mind giving away because he's a jerk. All right, so we've got our design thing going on here. So this is, I have to put this over here. There we go. Yeah, it's going to be a little different. I've got to look at a different screen, and that's always throws me off a little bit. So, actually, before we do this, there are a couple things I wanted to check on. I'm going to close this for now. Somebody had said that there was a bad instruction on the small Q2 Stadium, and I wanted to see if I can find what was said, because they said it was a good build, but that there was something weird with the instructions. Step 234 appears that the insets are switched. Okay. So, real quick, and then I wanted to look at one of the microfighters. I had somebody else say that the pieces were wrong in Bricklink, and they said 1x2 plates, and I have a feeling I know why. You can't take the cat, you're allergic. Part of what I went through last week was an allergy test. I think I didn't stream Thursday for some reason. Oh, because we went to the soccer game, and then my mom was in town. But the week before that, did the why is that step 1? Step 234. Okay, I have to go through this step by step. 234. I went to the allergist because I've had coughing problems. You can hear my nose is even stuffed up right now. To see what may be causing my losing my voice, constantly coughing, having to clear my throat like all the time. And so when I originally went to the my GP, they're like, well, we should get you an allergy test. The insets are switched. Step 234 appears that the insets are switched. I don't know what that means. So I don't know what they're talking about with the insets being switched. I think I have an idea that this may be it. I haven't looked at this in so long. I don't know what the insets are. To me, these are the insets to show you what parts are being used, and I don't know how they can be switched because there's just one of them. I'll have to ask. There's 2 of those. Okay. 2 of those. And 4 of those. So that works. That works. The next step works. So I don't know what... Huh. Okay. Well, I don't know what that is yet. Let me... Okay, I'm finally getting to the instructions for the set. Comma, did they mean... He mean the inset showing the pieces or something about the placement itself? And I'm going to take a picture. So this is coming from a friend in the lug that he built the Q2 Stadium. And it was reported that this was wrong somehow. So I'm going to take a picture of that. And hopefully they'll go back to me before the stream's over. All right, so the other thing, so we're going to exit this. The other thing was the Dark Falcon that we did recently. Open recent designs. So to get back to the allergy thing, I went in and got a consult like 2 weeks before. And they said, yeah, try this, take these medicines. So I got a sniff inhaler, or I got a nasal spray that had antihistamine, and then I had an inhaler that had a certain medicine in it. And they said, do this for however long, and then 2 weeks later, we'll do the skin test, right? They poke you on the back and stuff, and the arms. The problem is I went and got new tattoos. So I got an Autobot symbol and a Half-Life symbol. This one's still flaky. I just got these a couple, like earlier this week. And I went on Tuesday, I think. And then Wednesday was the skin prick test this week. And I'm only allergic to dust mites and mold, which I think a lot of people are pretty much allergic to that, right? Just means that I've got to clean the house a little more, wear a mask when I dust, probably wash my sheets more often than I do, which is, you know, every month or a couple weeks or something like that. Also get like the bed covers or pillow covers that are hypoallergenic. And that kind of stuff. Other than that, there's really nothing I can do for it. So I'm going to do that for about 6 months. And then if I want, I can do under the tongue drops or shots. And that's the treatment for it. That is you're allergic to a thing. This is your treatment for why you're allergic to it and what we can do for it. And, oh God. And, sorry, I've got like a blemish or a pimple in the back of my neck, and it hurts when I touch it, like in my brain. It gives me a headache. So hopefully I won't have to do that. The drops aren't covered under insurance. The shots are, but you have to do it for like 3 to 5 years. And I'm like, So that reminded me, being allergic to cats. Like if I was if they said you were allergic to dogs or cats, I'd be like, shots, just give me the shots. You know, I've got animals at home. I don't want to get rid of them. But dust mites and mold, I'm like, I think I can deal, right? So anyway, this is a problem with older sets that you open up after a while, after the software's been updated, that these 1x2 plates are wrong, right? So we've got 2 of these 1x2 plates in here that say they're wrong. And then when you try to upload them onto Bricklink, it says that they're bad. So the only way to fix it, because there's nothing wrong with these 2 plates, absolutely nothing wrong with them. If I brought another plate out here, it's the exact same thing, right? Exact same plate. Same number. It's the same model. It's the same color, right? But one of them shows that it is broken. Alternative L-drop part, please replace with an official studio part. It's not an L-drop part. I don't know what the break is. I haven't researched this on Bricklink's forums, but I'm sure that it's a problem. So what we're gonna do is try to get these in the same group and the same step, so I can delete both of these and put these in here, and they're in the same step. So now we just got to go back through and find out where the other ones are, and hopefully, yeah, see, I don't remember what step that was. 11. All right, so we go here, we paste this, and that goes to step 11. Just keep scrolling down until we find more. This is step 24. Oh, that's wrong too. This goes in step 24. All right, and that should be it. I did notice that this is not included anywhere. Where did that go? Why is that just floating out there by itself? Oh, this is probably part of a different set of... These are the instructions. Like, I think I need to redo these because I changed so much stuff. I'm just going to worry about the part types. I'm not going to worry about the instructions. Because the instructions were based off when I did the... I think I put this together originally as the official set and then did the instructions for it because I wanted to do Lando's ship, or I think at the time I was doing a different Falcon and I forget what I was doing with it, but anyway. I'm not sure why I have instructions for this and I actually never really built it, so. What's up, Walter? I was just talking about the thing that you found for this. So yeah, so we found it. It was the 1x2s. Again, I could open any old model. Let's open an older model. Haven't done this one in a while, but I guarantee you that there's going to be a 1x2 in here that's bad. 1x2 right there. It's all the 1x2s. There's something about older models after before a certain update, it just breaks all the 1x2 plates. Don't know what it is. And I haven't looked, like I was saying earlier, I haven't looked on Bricklink's forums yet to figure out if there's a way that that can be fixed, because I don't want to have to go through all my models and try to figure out why it's not working, you know, or go through all the models and replace them all, right? Especially if they exist within a certain step of the process of making it. It's like, copy it, push it back up to this step, find the next one, copy it, push it back up to this step. So it's just going to be frustrating. I'm not going to save this one. So yeah, so that was it. So those are the two things I wanted to look at. Did I already save this one? I guess I did. So we can go back to this for a little bit. How are you doing, Walter? I hope things are going well. Yeah, and this was probably about... I want to say this started sometime at the end of the summer. So I want to say recently, maybe in the last 3 months. You know what? We can go look. Got nothing else to do, really. Let's go check it out. Login. Studio forum. 1x2 plates. But there's been a modification to 3D model that creates some problems, and here's a link. All the problems are fixed now, but older BDB palettes weren't corrected. Your older files will still be using older 3D and flag in the step as alternate, and you need to replace them. I don't like that. I don't like that I have to go replace them. So yeah, this happened over the summer. There's been a lot of posts apparently, and the fix is you fix it yourself. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Anytime you're working with something and it's an older model, older than the end of June. So any model that you've created since the end of June will probably need that change. So there you go. Information. All right, so we are doing... I think I already have this up. We're working on this still. This is our Q2 Stadium large version. I think the angle of these seats needs to be a little lower. If I'm not mistaken, I'm going to delete. This was just to give an indication of where the thing fell. So this is a good, I don't know. I might leave it. I think it's probably fine. I'll just make this work. Like, I think the angle is fine. I just need to keep working on it, making it work. So. Yeah, new stuff should be fine. Like if you've got a new model that you've done, it should work just fine. But like I've got so many little, 200 some studio files that have been done. Like in the last microfighter I did was, I think I've only done a couple since this update. So anyway, all right. Also, don't get used to this. This was so I could be Ted Lasso for Halloween, and I absolutely hate it. I think I look ridiculous. But so I'm gonna grow I have to look like my my channel logo. Got to grow the beard back. So we can keep extending these seats out now if we wanted to. I'd still like to figure out a way to prop this up so it's not just these pieces in here. I'm also going to do something. Bear with me, I'll be right back. I had to go get a better mouse. Because this mouse, I remember, is not great. This mouse is a little better. Yesterday, when I went to the Capitol to see one of the Lego stores, but it was so small, I had to go in the oldest one and get pieces. Oh, no. Oh, that's a good point. I should probably start looking for an advent calendar. I don't think I'm going to do like the TikTok shorts, YouTube shorts, opening a new one each year this year. So I may get it just for myself this time instead. So in trying to think of how to prop this up easily, because this is going to be the same thing that I do over here. Because this is I think this is a good way to do this, is with these hinges and let it just kind of drop. But I also want to make sure what angle do we have this at? This is like 25 degrees. There's no 25 degree slope. So yeah, I think that'd be great. Do it. Perfect. Just get a little camera on her hands while she's doing it. Builds it. Done. It takes longer than a shorts or a minute, so you got to do a time lapse or something. That's usually what I did. Let's see what could work here. So we could always put another plate in here. How about this? How about we get a couple of these. Kind of the same thing, just line them up there. Maybe a couple more. Maybe one more. Okay. Then we get a couple hinges. So what did you all do for Halloween, by the way? Did anybody do anything fun for Halloween? Is snap not on? Why does this not want to snap into place? There we go. So the idea I'm going to try here is that we're going to get this on here. And then I'm going to get a 8. Oh, that's 6 wide, isn't it? Okay. So we're going to move this over 1. Okay. So that is now 4 and 8. So we need an 8 by plate. 8 by tile. Don't need it. Could probably just do 8 by 16 plate. These are pretty big and expensive, though. I don't know if I want to get a bunch of these. Yeah. See what the cheapest color is. Lavender is 80 cents. Okay. Went trick-or-treating with my sister and her kids. Neat. In Portugal is not to celebrate Halloween. We celebrate the next day. You do All Saints Day, right? So do you? Is there an All Saints, like a All Saints? There's All Saints Day, and then there was an. If my Catholicism taught me anything, there's an All Saints Eve. In here in Texas, we have Dia de los Muertos, so we've got the Day of the Dead, which is mostly a Mexican holiday, but is also, I think, part of All Saints Day kind of thing. So I said that was 25 degrees. Oh man, can you not with that? 25. So this should fit right here. Okay, that's too close. Let's move these guys up one. And then put this guy on. Okay. The kids on the 1st of November go door to door asking for PowerPoint Deus, bread for God. Cool. PowerPoint Deus. So is it like a snack bread, or is it like confessional bread? Like the body of Christ kind of thing? Like communion bread? Is it a special kind that everybody makes for the kids? Is it a sweet bread? Oh, this is getting frustrating. Okay, it worked there for a second. So let's connect. I just want to connect a different level to that. Okay. All right. Can I put a tile in here now? That should hold it in place. Okay. That's really complicated. It'll work, but it's complicated. Normally it's sweets, candy, and that stuff. The name is just for them to say, oh, okay. Tradition that comes from the 15th century, but got more strong after a big earthquake of 1755 on the same day. Neat. Hello, Greg. How are you? Welcome in. Happy 3 days after Halloween. I am fighting an actual hangover, speaking of earthquakes and Halloween. Our big Halloween party at our friend's house was last night because, you know, Halloween was kind of in the middle of the week. So it's like, did we do it the week before on the 25th? That seems like weird. Or do we wait for like 2 days and then do it on that Saturday? So we did it last night. And there was revelry to be had. We'll say this much. And then at about 7:15, so probably got home about 1:30, and my oldest texts me about 7:15 and says, is there any chance you could take care of the ladies' dogs? Their moms. I'm not up there. I'm like, you have to not tell me this when I'm hungover on Sunday morning. You can't just like, hey, by the way, I'm not there. Can you go let the dog out today? Like, tell me last night so I can kind of prepare for this, you know. Oh my God. So I ran and got some Whataburger and some coffee and ran over to their house, and they only live a block away, right? So I'm like, well, this will give me an excuse to go get coffee. So fought off the hangover and went and walked the dog because it's, you know, because I'm dad and you got to do that. I was like, ugh. So anyway, right in here, just right now is très mal. J'ai mal à la tête, as they say in the French. Oh, you get a religious holiday. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. You want some crumble right now, but they're closed. You know what would have been really good today is some duck donuts. That would have been great. All right, so this is overly complicated, but I think as a process, it might work for the rest of this. It's good on that scale. I could repeat this all across here. I think I could do that. I don't know another way to do these seats like this. I just don't. Biting off more than I can chew with this, I think, at this point. So, all right, so if I were to do something similar here, let's assume that I'm okay with how this angle is, and there's probably needs to be a row of, because in reality, there's a row of railing along here. Oh, there is. I got rid of it for some reason. Why did I get rid of this? I don't know why it's not 100% connected. Was I being clever? Yeah, that's all lined up. Ugh. Me being clever. So let's see. What else is going on? Dragon Age Veilguard came out. This is my Ted Lasso look. I will show you a picture of my costume. This is my costume from last night. It's more Mike Ditka from Saturday Night Live, the Bears, than it is Ted Lasso, but I did get the Richmond FC or Richmond AFC jacket and pant tracksuit, or Omni-Man. Yeah, I could have done that. Mark, I'm trying to train you so you don't die. The Viltrumites aren't going to care who they're fighting. Listen to me, Mark. Punch, 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 punch. Yeah, with the graying temples. I could have done Omni-Man. Omni-Man's fat older brother. Anyway, yeah, so this is fun. I actually had to wear my glasses. The aviator shades don't, I can't see anything. And then after so I was like, we ran into the grocery store to pick up some stuff on the way to the party. And I went in with my friend. And I was like, I'm going to wear my sunglasses while we're in there just to complete the look. And he's like, all right. By the time we got out, I was like, my head hurts. Like, I can't do that. I also couldn't tell. I'm like holding things up like this close. I'm like, what is that? So, because old. But yeah, this is all going to be, I'm going to shave that off and grow the regular thing back eventually. As soon as I did this, I shaved off the beard. I grew the mustache out with the beard at the same time. So I had a goatee for a while, and then I just shaved the bottom part off, and Beth's like, don't like it. Grow back now immediately, please. All right. So that capo stand may need to move. Can we slide it over? No, that needs to be there. Yesterday I played... Come on, that has to work. I guess it doesn't, huh? I didn't realize those were that long. I thought they were shorter than that. They both that long? Huh. That's fine. I'll just leave it, and I'll leave a gap. Let's see if this, and then I'll work from the other way to make sure. Or I could work from this out, but that one works because that's one, that one's off centered. All right. Well, let's see what happens. I picked up because it was $10. I got the Horizon Zero Dawn remaster. And it's a gorgeous game. But remastering a game that's already really great is it's gonna look really great. I feel kind of bad for Star Wars Outlaws because it's a brand new game and it doesn't look nearly as good. And I know a lot of people, the more I talk to people, the more like, it was a fine game. Like, was it? I don't think it was. You also had Dave's Hot Chicken a couple weeks ago. I don't know why I didn't finish this. Maybe I just ran out of time, so I'll finish it later. Well, I've got a PS5. I don't have a PS5 Pro, I don't think. With the 4K something or other resolution, processing, whatever. It's still very pretty. Also, even though I've played it this year, I can't really tell the difference. Like, I know it's good looking, but I thought I remembered what the old game was. So so this is also, I'm going to need a stairway here. So this is going to need to be another, this should have been an extension. This should have started out farther out. Because now I just have to figure out how to adjust these so they can be poking out. So I can put a stairway in here, and so I can put a stairway over here. I just ran it like this. And then it needs a wall right here. And I don't know if I want to build the wall on the seats or if I want to have this bump up into like a... So if you look at the stadium itself, let's see if we can find a good picture of this. I'm not going to. We'll see if Google's smart enough to do... Yeah, I said pull it up. Cool. I took a bunch of pictures of like how the stadium looks, and you can see here there's no wall for the stairs. I mean, there is along here, but that just means I have to kind of like somehow put it there. What I mean to say is it's not a big triangle that sits here. It's just a thing. So what does the top look like? And then there's another one on the top up here. But I don't think that one's as important. So yeah, I got Horizon Zero Dawn, and I'm playing it very slowly, and I'm trying to like just walk slowly and appreciate the game, and not get too wound up with like all the side quests and things. I'm just trying to look at it and appreciate the beauty of it, because this is like the 4th time I've played it. And then I think I'm going to give Veilguard probably till Black Friday. I might be able to see if I can get it cheap for Black Friday. And by then they might have a patch. Or two. Let the game run a little bit and have people find some bugs and whatnot. All right, so I'm desperately afraid of doing this, but I'm going to release this. Okay. Right. So I can extend some of these out. So hopefully they won't be in any, there won't be a seam here too much. But if we, because this needs to, that has a walking path already. I don't need that one. Okay, we'll figure something else out for that. But let's go over, this needs a walking path on that corner. So let's go over here. Oh, this is perfect. These are all 2s. Perfect. Somebody liked Tomorrow Ben a lot. So all I have to do let's copy this. Don't show me Microsoft Defender notifications. I do not care. Great, 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 great. And then it's going to be the same thing. It's just going to be these guys. 4, 5, 6. I'm going to need more than this, but cool, cool, cool. All right. And then Silent Hill 2. That's I've seen trailers for that one. I'm not a huge fan of horror video games, but I've played a few. I think the only Resident Evil games that I've played are the very first one, maybe the second one, and then The Village with Lady Dimitrescu. That was terrifying. There's a scene in it with a giant baby, and you're in a house and you're walking around, and it's a creepy house already, and then the power goes out and you have to take a fuse from one side of the house to the other to get the elevator to work again, to get out of there. And the whole time you're being chased by this monstrous baby who's just cackling and giggling at you. And like, it's one of those where you turn back down a dark hallway, and through the darkness, a giant baby comes at you, and you're like, ah, you know. And I play with headphones on, and I'm just sitting there on the couch, and I just started shouting, and Beth's like, what? I'm like, giant baby. So it was fun. I like how that was it was pretty basic. You go into a village, there's things you need to accomplish. You need to go to like 4 spots to get the things you need to get to the last spot. And then the last spot is kind of a fake out, and you think that's where you need to go, but it's actually the next, you know. So that was fun. And I wouldn't call this one a horror game, but it was very scary. It was more a psychological horror. It was Hellblade, like Senua's Sacrifice or Senua's something or other. And it's kind of a, not goth, but it's a It's a Norse period, but you are kind of a, not really a shield maiden, but you're some kind of, I wouldn't even say warrior. Anyway, your husband died and you are racked with grief and your brain has broken. And so you think that you can go find death and talk it out of taking your husband, right? Or releasing your husband's soul or something like that. So it's you basically going through the real world, but it's overlaid with your own psychosis, right? It's very unique. There's the game mechanics aren't as important as, like, there's no inventory. You don't collect anything. You're basically walking through psychosis. You have limited abilities and weapons. You're just trying to figure out some puzzles and figure out where you need to go to pass through certain areas without dying. And you've got kind of a countdown clock. You've got some poison thing where if you die, every time you die, this creep death thing on your arm gets longer and longer. And if it gets to your heart or your head, I forget which one, then you die. So every time you die, you come back, but this thing gets a little longer and a little longer. And if it gets to your thing, you can't play anymore and you have to start over. And I'm like, oh man, that's going to suck. Why is this one off? That's the only one that's like that. And these guys are 6s. They could be 8s. That guy could be a 6. And there's going to be a sequel to it. So I've been waiting for that to come out. But that's kind of it in terms of horror games. There was one that our friend was trying to get us to play, but it's like a kind of a co-op. Where did that piece go just now? Are these all 6s? It's co-op in the sense that if you've got 4 people in the room, you play as one character for a little while, and then you hand off the controller to somebody else after the story gets to a certain point. It's like, all right, well, we finished that part of your story. Now it's time to go work on this person's part of the story. So you give the controller to somebody else. It's a fun idea, and it's very horror-ish. You uncover a tomb or something, and you let out a demon. But I think the downside is you've got 3 people who can't play the game and are going to get real bored after a while. So that was the only kind of downside to that. Something Ash, I forget what the name was. Our friend was really into it, but I think he's more into the mechanics of a game, like what it can do, versus if it's any fun for anybody, right? He's very enamored with game mechanics, and for him, that's fun. But if I'm not engaged with the game, I don't care how fun the mechanics are. If I'm not having fun while I'm playing, then I'm gonna give it away. Okay. Hasn't responded yet. Cool. Just checking stuff real quick. Replaying Final Fantasy 16. Speaking of, we got about 10 minutes, and then I'm going to jump over and see how playing a game on the stream goes, if everything holds up. It'll be a fun experiment. All right, so that works. Now we need to see. I can hide this. I don't think I need to hide it, but I think I might be able to get away with not, but we'll see. Just kind of be able to view everything in here. So, seriously, man. It's in the way. Gotta be able to see everything. Okay. So, I'm just gonna do that. And then I'm going to do modified brick in here. Great job. Completing the friends quest. Duolingo, baby. Okay, this is a 4, so this can all be 4, 4, 4. Have you seen the leaks of the endurance ship? I have. I don't know if they're leaks. I think like official sites have them now. But yeah, I saw it and the gift with purchase, which it's funny. I didn't see I saw them about the same time. And the first thing I see, honestly, was a gift with purchase. And I didn't see it was a gift with purchase. I just saw it as a set. I didn't see the GWP on it anywhere. I just see this picture of the set, and the name of it is such and such's lifeboat or something. And I'm like, the heck? It's like, what kind of set is this? And then it was like, this is a gift with purchase when you buy this thing. And I went and looked, I'm like, oh, that makes more sense. That's very niche, though. That's like, I mean, I can't even think of an equivalent. So you know the cockpit, the Millennium Falcon cockpit that they had at San Diego Comic-Con that you could get? It's like if that was a gift with purchase when you bought the Millennium Falcon, right? The cockpit, the buildable inside big cockpit with Han and Chewie. And I'm like, what is that? That's already, let's just do 2. But yeah, it looks kind of cool. It's the USS Endurance, right? It's the it's a flagship from the the US. Bleh. Was it the Spanish-American War or was it the War of Independence? USS Endurance. Let's look this up because I have a question. If it's a USS Endurance, it is this ship. Ernest Shackleton. That's who it is. Not Star Trek. Endurance ship. So it's an exploration ship. That's fine. My question was if it was the USS Endurance, it means it's a Navy ship, which is not a thing that Lego would do. But if it's just called Endurance, then it's an exploration ship. That's cool. So Ernest Shackleton ship. That's pretty cool. I like it. I don't think I'll get it, but it's a pretty cool idea. See if we've got an image of it somewhere in here. Yeah, I mean it's really pretty. And it'll be out Black Friday. Probably $300 by the looks of it. $260. Okay, so they don't know how many pieces. That's great. For $260, even if it's 3,500 pieces, that's a pretty good price. Like, for real. This is not a Lego. That's not Lego. I don't know why they showed that. There's actually images of it. I've seen it. That's somebody's MOC. That's old. Yeah, I don't know where I saw it, but there's official images of it out there. So yeah, that's fun. Again, I won't get it, but it looks nice. It's super slick. And the sail pieces are going to make for great MOCs for dragons and such in those shapes and sizes. So that's cool. Okay, so let's save. All right. What size is that? It's a 1 by. Let's get a 1 by 10 in here. Cool. Cap that off. Show everything. I don't know why that's sitting back like that. That's different from what we have over here, isn't it? Yeah. These seats are right up on the rail. And there's a bigger walkway back there. So let's do the same thing over here. Let's get these seats right along the rail. All right, let's do this instead. Let's get rid of this. And we'll just move these guys over to it. Did you hear something you shouldn't have, little one? Just jumped up and was like, what's going on? I'm not expecting any deliveries or anything. I love peepholes in doors or the little windows in the doors. I hear this very quiet knock yesterday. Very quiet. The dogs didn't even react. I'm like, was that the front door? And I go walking out and I kind of look through the thing and there's a dude with like a black polo that's got a thing written and he's looking at a handheld something. I'm like, nope, not answering that. If you can't read the sign that says no soliciting, I'm not talking to you. Not answering you at all. I had one question about this section here. There are stairs here. I don't know why I didn't. There should be one row of stairs right here, so I need to fix that. So to make sure it all works, I'm gonna put one plate right in here. Needs to be covered. Just gonna slide these guys over. Gonna put and plates. All right, so now that Halloween is over, we got the next couple holidays coming up. We got Thanksgiving. We got Veterans Day in a couple weeks. We got Thanksgiving. We've got in some parts of the world we'll have like we got like Black Peter's Day or St. Nicholas Day or Krampus. We usually do something for Krampus. And then of course the big year end dark times, because it's so dark out, festivals of light for all the major religions, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. So get your shopping started. And hopefully you can make some plans with family and friends and whatnot. So, okay, so that's a good place to stop. We've got some stuff done. Was able to fix up the edges of this area. I'll come back here next. We need to put some stairs right here. Cleaned up this so it's more uniform with the other one. I'll have to put a walkway back there and a wall right here. Yes, Jake, I did, because I was Ted Lasso for Halloween. So the beard will be growing back like immediately because I don't like the way I look without it. My wife hates it. You can see my little birth defect right there. But welcome. Yeah, so I think this is a pretty good way to kind of ensure it won't collapse in on itself. I will build this just to see how it works. That'll be a project I can do in the off time. No, I'm not going to end the stream. I'm going to play some video games. I'm going to try out doing some old Knights of the Old Republic from 2005 or whatever. I realized the other day I've never played that game, and everyone always talks about it. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember that fondly. And then I realized I've never played it. So, yeah, but I think this is an okay solution. I think to keep these from collapsing on each other, I could put another plate across here. I'm trying to minimize the number of pieces I use. This will be complicated if it's on a larger scale up here. And I don't really know how to break these in half yet. I think kind of just like down the stairway seams. So like here and here. And then I'll put these, like I still have these little hooks up in here. But we'll put those in the middle. And then they'll hang down here, and I'll just put the braces underneath it. So, you know, 4 of these, well, like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those to hold it in place. Should work. We'll see. I have to leave this top kind of open because there's going to be starting right about here, there's roofs for buildings for all the concessions along this backside. So play FIFA. Well, I have to go with, so let's go ahead and save this. It's already saved, and close this out. And I'm going to close out Spotify because I don't need the music. I can only really play what I've downloaded from Steam so far. And so far, all I've downloaded is these 2 games. So, and I'm going to switch to game. And what happened to it? There we go. And of course this, I'm learning as I go. So I don't know why this doesn't want to capture the whole thing. So let's, how often will I do gaming streams? I don't know. Depends on how well this goes and what games I get and everything. Yeah. So I thought the resolution was already set. There we go. Okay, so that's good. That's good, right? Chat size and everything. Oh, it's stuck. So every time I leave the game window, Okay, cool. 1,300 subs, nice. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing FIFA. I can do Austin FC. All right, so I have gotten pretty far. I mean, I've gotten past the opening. Basically, if you haven't played this game before, you are. I started off as like not a smuggler, but like a not a fighter. Let's say that. And I set my stats to be kind of charming and smart, not super strong. But I haven't played a game kind of like this in a long time, and you can see it's an older game. You did a 1,300 subs, so you did 100 bicycle kicks. Wow. Okay. So I'm not really sure what the story is here. You were on a ship that had a Jedi on it. Now this is all non-canon. This was made before Disney bought Star Wars. So, like for instance, this is Sith armor. The story is Sith have come back and are kind of wiping out the Republic, and there's lots of them. Right? It's not rule of two. It's not just the Emperor and and whoever his apprentice is. It's like a whole group of people, right? So it's kind of weird. They're like, oh, these Sith troopers, and I stole this armor by going to a party where there's a bunch of Sith troopers off work, and they're like, oh, be careful of this certain ale. It really has a kick, and like the next scene, everybody's passed out on the floor, and I just go steal some armor. I'm like, okay, cool. So it's a little different from what I'm used to. Did I already pick that up? Container's empty. Okay. So I'm in the underworld. I'm trying to find this Jedi now. We're trying to hunt down Bastilla Shan. And, can I just open the door? Didn't work. Okay, so let's go this way. And I've got a partner with me. He was on the ship too. This is where we came into this lower area base. Let's see what's over here. I don't know if I need to keep this armor on. Oh, I don't want to go to the lower city apartments. Do I? Oh, well, sure, why not? See, I don't want to break into everybody's apartment because they'll always yell at you. Okay. Can I steal your stuff? Okay. Just keep talking, buddy. There's an apartment door. Oh, why am I... But I'm in a guard outfit. Oh. Okay. So now I'm... Maybe if I get rid of the armor... You can't live stream because of copyright? What's copyright about it? Oh, you know what? I'm going to change my chat. Let's do this. See if I can change this. No, not chat. Text. Nights. Oops, spelled that right. Yeah, I don't know how copyright and playing games works. So we'll figure it out. Hope I didn't get... Oh, okay. Yeah, you can't... There's some, like... I specifically play... music that is DCMC safe. because otherwise I've been dinged before on that. Is there anything I can search? What is that? Apartment. These guys were over here doing something. Do I have to search everybody's apartment? Ah! Gang boss. Who's that? Shoot. You were 5 and you didn't know anything? That's funny. Alright, so let's go. Well, no, I want to be this guy again.
Yes.
And do another med pack. What does this guy give you? Shock stick, energy shield, heavy blaster. Does this guy give you anything? Nope. Let's go rob his footlocker. I used to just steal people's videos. Oh my goodness. Hey, I got a grenade. Adrenal stamina, adrenal alacrity. As far as I can tell, I don't know that you run out of... I haven't run into a thing where it's... Sentry droid. Hi. This sentry droid has fallen in disrepair and does not seem to be functioning. Repair the droid. Sure. Optimizes weaponry. Optimize targeting system. Activate droid shield. Engage patrol mode. Let's do engage... How many repair parts do I have? I don't have enough repair parts. You do not have enough repair parts. I guess leave it alone. Okay, cool. I didn't lose any items. Okay. What's up, Zissou? I don't really follow the Ballon d'Or. I especially there was a couple women's players that I think should have got it that didn't. Lower City. Do I want to do Lower City? Yeah. I don't know why why I went to the apartments. I just killed a mob boss. Okay. I went that way already. Let's go this way. It depends on season pass for Austin depends on or season tickets. It depends on where you want to sit. They can range anywhere from 600 to I'm sure like $3,000, $5,000. The supporter section season tickets are like $550, so not terrible. And then you can okay. All right, so let's... I don't need my Sith armor now that I've fooled that dude. So let's unequip the Sith armor. Do I have my boots? Cool. What is that? I have an implant. Can I add stuff? I'm still kind of learning how to play the game, so I'm early enough that we're doing this. I'm playing Knights of the Old Republic, Zisu. I realize that I've never played this game, and I feel bad not ever having played this game. All right, I changed right in front of you. Okay. Thanks, Rhodian Bouncer. The cheapest seats-wise is probably, I don't know, $700 maybe. I haven't actually really tried. I like being able to read it when it's non-English, because then I can skip it. No, I don't want any. I don't need to. I need to up my mini game.
My name is Gelrude.
Gelrude.
Zach player by chance? It's so hard.
I don't have a Pizak deck.
Well, we can't play unless you have. He's looking to retire from the game, so he.
Oh wait, I think I do have a deck. Oh no, I could go get a deck. Apparently, this is a big deal in this game now. I found a dude who wants to sell his deck, but I didn't have enough money or something, so he couldn't sell it to me. Now everybody's like, "Hey, you want to play some cards?" I'm like, "Is this whole game about playing cards?" Oh no. If for one seat, if you want a season ticket, let's see. And like the supporter section, it's $5.75, and you're standing the whole game. There's no sitting because you're in the supporter section. Let me see if there's like some quick information. Yeah, so section 122 behind the north goal, as of 2024 was 888, so almost 900 for the full season. Different section 119, I think, is over to the side. For 4 tickets was $3,600, and they've been going up 5 to 7% over the past few years, which sucks because our record has not improved. So there's a lot of people who are like, man, if our record doesn't improve, we're not buying tickets next year. So, based on Inspo, Will Wheaton is building a D&D Lego set. Yeah, that's kind of fun. I like when, am I being surrounded?
Go away.
Calo Nord. I get suckered into playing this because the cutscenes for this are like amazing. The trailers that they made for this game, you're like, oh, that's so good, and then you play the game and you're like, ugh. The Black Vulcar Gang. You don't want to be getting funny with us, tough guy. He's gonna say 3 and blast all of them. Watch. Plow, plow, plow. Fun. Ooh, cool. Hey, man.
Go away.
All right. Well, can't talk to Calo Nord. Let's go. He doesn't want these remains. I'll go get him. Yeah, we'll see what a repair kit. Cool. I can go repair that droid. We'll see what their schedule's like next year. Lower Terrace citizen.
Vulcans aren't just attacking the hidden Becks anymore. They go after everyone.
It's funny seeing non-Disney canon stuff like Twi'leks who don't have a French accent. So there are 2 games. Hang on real quick. Hey, we get a Wookiee. I'm busy. They just brought my food. You may have been playing the Old Republic, which was kind of an MMO where you get to pick, like, do you want to be a dark Jedi, light Jedi, smuggler, something like that. And then, like, you're immediately kind of thrown into, like, you got to free us from, like, these bugs are attacking the Jedi Temple or something. And you're a Jedi trainee. You're not really a knight yet or something. Hey, let's go. Let's talk to you. So that may have been one of your playing. There's a bunch though. There's like, can I talk to you? There's also like the original Battlefronts, and then there's Jedi Outcast. Probably a couple others. There's an
You showed a lot of guts dealing with those Vulkars, kid. You got a name?
I'm not even paying attention to the game now.
This big Wookiee is my best friend's Zalbar. I offer to give you a tour, but the streets down here aren't safe. But if there's anything else you need, we just kind of fell in together. It ain't easy on your own here.
was it Dark Forces was the one with Kyle
We noticed.
Katarn,
Like an odd.
and then there was the one with The Apprentice.
I knew we could look out for each other.
What was that one called?
Smarts, his muscle, we make a great team.
Something Forces.
You going? Yeah, just dying to play. No action around here.
What was that? There was 2 of them, and it was a Wii game, so you had to like do a bunch of stuff with the Wiimotes in order to do your lightsaber stuff.
Can't you think about something beside your stomach for 5 minutes? Come on. We'll go see if there's anything good to eat at the back base.
Cool. I got some experience points. Let's see if that helps me out here. So I'm a level 3 class scout. I'm trending toward the light side. Where is my... There we go. I thought I had some skill points. Feats, armor proficiency. This looks different from what I had previously. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. That's equipment, that's character, that's... Yeah, this is kind of different, because it used to have, like, a thing... I guess maybe I don't? I thought I earned a couple points. Maybe I don't have enough where I've leveled up yet, but... Republic Commando's cool. Oh, the manager? Yeah, so my oldest actually went to the meet and greet for him, and I saw the press conference, and he's fine. Like I think the funniest part about the press conference was that there's some side rooms here. Oh, look, we got this always cracks me up. You guys want to watch some Twi'lek dancers? Huh?
Oh, sorry.
My
attention was kind of focused.
That's kind of...
Like dancers.
Look at them head tails.
Go for these alien girls. But I
Well, Twi'leks are hot. Let's not.
Maybe it's time for a change.
Know what I mean?
My name's Holden. Maybe you've heard of me. I work for Davik Kang.
I don't know who Davik Kang is.
I'm one of his top recruiters. Davik's always sending me off planet.
I've kind of lost the thread because I don't play this that often.
Trust me to follow my orders. Plus, I used to be an
The press conference was
tricks they use to catch smugglers.
interesting because I'm going to wait on this while I explain it a little bit. Earlier in the, right after the end of the second to last game of the season, the coach, then coach, Owen Wolf, Josh Wolf was let go. And, cause we didn't make the playoffs. And, right after that, the, it's not production manager, it's player manager. It's almost like it's not the president, but it's the president's chief of staff kind of thing, like the one that makes all the decisions about the team, like in terms of like signing and contracts and things like that. So he was involved in talking to the press because he and the front office were saying that you wouldn't believe the names that we have of the people we've been talking to about coming on as the new head coach. And everyone's like, oh, really? And we're thinking like some Euro League or some Premier League coach or some La Liga coach or something, you know? So we're all like, who could it be? And there's all speculation running around. And so then they announce it's this guy from Dallas who got fired in July for having a losing season and got fired from his other previous jobs for having losing seasons. And it's like, so what were the other names we couldn't believe? Like this seems like a step backwards. So like right out of the gate, the questions at the press conference were one of the guys in the supporter group, Moises, was like, so who are the names that we wouldn't believe? Like we got Nico and that's great. Who else was on? Who else was on the short list? You know, it was like listening to the producers and directors and writers of Lost when everyone online was going, oh, they're just in purgatory. You know, they all actually died and this is actually hell or purgatory. And the showrunners were like, no. There's a deeper story here. And we're all like, oh, okay, we'll give you the benefit of the doubt. And then 4 years later, psych, it's purgatory. You're just, oh, come on. So that's what this felt like. It was like all these great names. We're just hiring this guy from up the street. But he conducted himself great in the interview. They're very much working on moving forward, putting in the work. I think he's probably going to work very well with the team itself. He's a native Catalan speaker, so he will be able to communicate with a lot of the players a little more effectively. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, we'll give him until July or whenever his contract's up, and then we'll see what's happening by then. You're pretty open about what you do. Let's try this one.
Davik's ship is the fastest one in the entire quadrant. But even the Ebon Hawk can't get off Taurus into the quarantine.
Ebon Hawk mentioned drink.
As the planet's surrounded, any ship leaving orbit without proper access codes will be disintegrated by the Sith auto-targeting laser cannons. And those codes are locked safely away in the military base.
Yeah, but I've got a uniform.
His smuggling operation isn't making any money. But even with his underworld connections, he can't get his hands on those codes. It's not like it's some big secret. It's kind of hard for Davik to keep a low profile when he belongs to a big...
Oh, not having this is weird. I don't like, I'm used to like running my fingers through it and scratching a certain way. And
Fine by me. That means I get to go back to enjoying the dancing girls.
the dancing girls, you gross man, you. Anybody else I can talk to in here? If you try to go talk to the girls, they're like, I'm busy. And they don't speak, at this point, there wasn't a Twi'lek language yet. Like the Clone Wars hadn't happened, the cartoon, where they kind of have given them a little backstory and they sound a little more French than they're just speaking Huttese or something here. All right, take care, Missy. We'll see you soon. Have a good week. Okay, I think I've got everything that I need to in here. These are all just lower citizen something or other. Get out of my way, dude. Out of my way. I can't get out. I'm blocked in. Can I jump? I'm blocked in, dude. Let's change to you, and then I'm gonna walk over here. And then I'm gonna change back to this guy. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Haven't gone to that other room yet. Is there another room over here? Oh, slow down. Oh, this is another shooting range. Let's see if I can do this. Bounties available here. Everyone knows I'm one of Davik's best agents. Tell me about the bounties. Bendek Star Killer. Cool. There you go. I need to check. I'm going to try something here real quick.
Justice is one thing, but doing a crime lord's dirty work is something else.
Matrix. All right. I'm going to try something. I'm going to try to turn on the desktop audio to see if it'll capture the game. Oh, Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy. That's right. I'm going to see if it'll pick up the game audio. Let me know if you can hear it. So this is going to be different from my mic audio. And if there's like distortion or something, let me know. Yeah, I don't remember if I played Jedi Knight. I thought I did. It's been so long. 2003. Yeef. We are so old. That's like almost 20 years ago. No, more than 20 years ago. Let's do Bendak Starkiller. It's a government contract, but he's a legend on Taurus. He started out as a duelist. Never lost, but only fought death matches. He killed hundreds in his day. Death matches got banned. Duel ring switched to non-lethal. Bendak wasn't ready. Kept dueling illegal underground circuit. Kept killing people. Put a bounty on him. Folk hero. All right, so let's check our journal. That's message dialogue. So, okay, so I've got all their bounties in here, so I can go back and get them anytime. This is the main thing that I'm... These are my main quests. So I'm searching for Bastilla Shan. This is where, like, old EU stuff gets a little confusing for me. Is Knights of the Old Republic, there was a character named Bastilla Shan, but then later there's another character with the same last name that was her granddaughter, and she was also a Jedi. And I can't remember if that's also in the Old Republic or anyway. So these are the main ones. I got to figure out how to. There's nothing I can do about purchasing a droid. Okay, the dual ring. Okay, fine. And I've got bounties. Your Sith disguise has fooled the guard in the upper city elevator, giving you access to lower. Hopefully, it will just gain access to the undercity, so you can search signs for a Bastilla crashed escape pod. Here's my thing: if there is an escape pod that crashed, and it's not in the upper city where it would have hit something, how the heck did it get into the lower city? All right, so here I am right here. Here I am. And these are all the bounties. Okay. Stealth field equipped. Can I equip this as a heavy blaster? Poison grenade. This is not usable or equipable item. You cannot equip this item from the inventory screen. Go over here. So, let's see. Damage 1 through 8. Range 28. Is there a better blaster rifle? One through 6. 1 through 8. Oh, that's just against droids. I think I'm okay right with this. Cool. Can I equip an energy shield? Oh, you know what? He should be equipped with some stuff too. Energy shield. Nothing. Back to you. Nothing. Okay, cool. All right. Well, I can go do that. I can... Who are these people? Auditioning a dancer, not Skeevy. I like how Guy Twi'leks are all named Bib now because we had one guy in Return of the Jedi named Bib. This is really some butchered Huttese too. His auditioner is still dancing in the background too. Doesn't notice that this dude's talking. Oh, wait. I wanted to ask where her partner was. There we go. That's the problem. Well, maybe I can talk to her. Oh, please don't say I'm going to have to dance. I'm skipping these because I'm reading them faster than they speak. For a price, maybe I'll just do it for free. All right, so try to persuade. How hard can it be? I'm good enough to get through your audition. What other choice do you have? I'm going to say 2. Was Ben excited about the X Mansion? Yeah, Johnny wasn't, though. I'll tell you that much. I'm going to wait till see if I've got to do anything here. Am I going to have to, like, Dance Revolution this? Join Lynn by dancing beside her. Join Lynn by dancing very close beside her. Join Lynn by dancing very close and face to face. Let's just do this first part. Yes, fist pump. By running around her in circles. Dancing close beside her. Let's do close behind her. The expansion looks fine. I'm excited to actually get it. I know a lot of people aren't excited about how small it seems like on the inside, like the micro rooms of all the figures, but I think it's fine for its size and cost. So I'll probably get it, which means I almost feel like I need to go back and get the Blackbird now too. All right. So what does she want me to do now? At least I don't have to do ruins. Let's do face to face. For Halloween, yes, I had a good Halloween. We didn't get many trick-or-treaters as we have in years past. Our friends came over and the four of us sat out on our driveway, and I had a table set up. We had some lights and I was playing some music, and I was in costume. They weren't, but we had bowls of candy and apples, and our friend was giving away pins. And we had some dog biscuits in case people brought their dogs by, and it was fine. It was nice. Yay, Lynn got the job. Yeah, it was fun. This time, like weather-wise and kind of holiday-wise, is some of my favorite times of the year. It's starting to get cooler. The leaves are falling. In years past, I would watch a lot of football. I don't do that now, but now there's hockey and some soccer stuff. Hanging out with friends and family. You start doing fire pits in the backyard. Oh, she's too big for her britches now. But if you're ever traveling the galaxy and see the Starlight Entertainers performing, stop by and ask for Lynn. I'll see if I can get you free tickets. Nice. All right. Do I have enough to, like... Okay, cool. I got you your job. There we go. Can I not... Oh, level up. That's what I was looking for. I only have 1 point. Where's my aim? My aim is terrible. Charisma's good. Let's do strength a little bit. And skills. I've got a lot of skills here. Let's do repair and computer use and demolition and treat injury. And accept. Cool. You have been granted the following feats on this level. Implant level 2, uncanny dodge. Neat. What does that mean? Can I... Where's that one thing was like skills or something? This is equipment. This is inventory. Character. Messages. Alright. That works. Whatever. Yeah, it's so cool. I was watching a comedian and he's like, white people love autumn. Like, it's y'all's hip hop. He said, you will... Oh, look, can I get in on a card game? Is this where all the people talk about? What is that? I went too fast. I don't know if you saw that, but it was... Your options were, the guy says, "Would you just here stare at a freak like the rest of them?" And your options are, I didn't mean to offend, something else, and I'll be going now. And so you say, I didn't mean to offend. And they say, oh, okay, well, usually people do. So what do you want? And the very first option is, I wanted to stare at a freak. Oh my God. So good. The comedian was like, white people, your fall, autumn is good where you are, but you'll drive to a place where it's better autumn. And I'm like, no lies detected. 100%. All right, so planet you're from, creature are you? Tell me about your homeworld, Usul. What do you know about Terrace? Let's just say, what do you know about Terrace? I just want info. Oh, everybody's stuck on Terrace because of the Sith. Yeah, better autumn. Well, they still have that. I think they've lumped in a lot of the since this is the Old Republic. I think the Old Republic Sith are the same thing as the Galactic Empire now, where they hate non-humans. Wow, I've never heard of any of those. Sorgus off the something trade route. What kind of creature are you? A pear dog. I notice your other head doesn't say much. Ooh. All right, well, that was fun. That was useless. Thanks for that. The stash looks good. Oh, thanks. I'm going to shave it off as soon as humanly possible. It was for a costume, and now there's no reason to have it because the costume's done. Lower citizen. Are you a lower citizen too? Hey, what do you want to
I
say?
saw Davik's new starship in the spaceport before the quarantine. They say it's the fastest ship on Terrace. Calls it the Ebon Hawk.
The Ebon Hawk. Ebon Hawk mentioned. Everybody drink. What is this? I can't go in there. Why can I not go in there? Oh, this is the bounty room. Because the game hadn't loaded yet. Alright, this bar is dumb. Let's get out of here. That's... Yeah, this is how I came in. Apparently I need to go find a deck of cards to play. I command more respect with the stash. I look older for sure, and I don't like that. Plus, Beth's like, you need to immediately shave that. Hidden Beck base. It's right there. I'm going to talk to this lady. Hi.
Hey, you can't just walk in here. This is the Hidden Beck base. How do I know you're not a Vulcan spy sent to kill Ganon Beck?
Oh my God. Look at the accent. I'm no spy. Let's say this
A
one.
lot of people want to go inside and speak to Ganon. He's a hero of the common folk.
I can't explain it with
The days
science.
of the Hidden Beck's open door policy are gone. Between the Sith conquest and the Vulcan gang war, Ganon has more enemies than he used to. We're being careful about who we let in now.
Oh. Persuade. Maybe a bribe could get me in? Let's just try persuade.
My loyalty's not
No.
for sale. I've been with the Hidden Becks for years, and I'm not going to desert Ganon now just because everyone is turning against him. Well, we do need all the help we can get. And you don't look like you're with the Vultures or the Sith.
It's a good thing I'm not wearing that armor anymore.
Nothing to harm Ganon in the heart of his own base. Not with Zedra watching his back.
So many names.
Go in and speak to Ganon if you want. Just remember to be on your best behavior.
The Hidden Becks are watching you. Well, okay, this is not a hidden base, and their lookout just effing let me in. So, this is a terrible hidden base. No codes, no anything, no passwords needed. Oh, hey, look, all these hidden Becks in plain sight. I like how they all started out from this one. I know it's an old game, but they all started out from the one spot and then just went... Brrr. Create random walking patterns. Hidden Beck. What are you? You're a Hidden Beck. What am I doing in here? Hi, can we talk? Swoop race. Okay. You obviously don't. Let's talk to you. You have a name.
Hold it right there. Who are you? And what is your business with Gat?
Calm down, Sandra. Nobody's going to try anything here in the middle of our own base. It would be a suicide mission.
Yeah, considering you just let me into your base.
Anyone we don't know is a potential threat, and it's my job to make
And the
sure
dude is right on the other side of the door.
Attacking strangers on sight, Sandra? Like the Vulkars do? I will never let it come to that.
This guy's voice sounds familiar.
As you wish. You can speak to Gatton if you want, but I've got my eye on you. You try anything and you'll be vaporized before you can say Vulkar spy.
Vulkar spy. Oh. Hey, man. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
To forgive Zerdra. Ever since Brejik and the Vulkars began this war against us, she's been a little overzealous in her security.
None of these words are Star Warsy, and I'm having a real hard time remembering any of it.
Now, how can I help you?
You have problems with the Sith. I need information on those Republic escape pods that crashed in the Undercity. That's what I need.
Escape pods? No, I heard the Sith have been asking around the upper city about them as well. But you don't look like you're with the Sith.
You should see my armor.
They might be working for the Sith.
Vulkar spy.
Calm down, Zerdra. If the Sith thought we knew anything useful, they'd have a battalion of troops kicking down our door. No, I think this off-worlder has his own agenda.
Oh.
I suppose I could tell you what I know.
I suppose I could tell you what I know.
But it might cause problems for the Vulkars, and that's okay in my book. The Vulkars stripped those pods clean within hours after they landed. It's too bad we didn't get there first, considering what my spies reported the Vulkars found.
Did they find a Jedi?
A public officer named Bastila survived the crash. We Becks don't believe in intergalactic slavery, but the Vulkars aren't so picky. They took a prisoner.
Sweet. Slavery.
Normally, the Vulkars would take a captured slave and sell them for a nice profit to Davik, or an off-world slaver. But a Republic officer is no ordinary catch.
I still think Bastila is just a Republic officer.
Oh, now you get
Could work to our advantage. Maybe she'll even
chime
take a
in.
escape from the Vulkar base on her own.
She's too valuable to leave with the Vulkar scum at the base. Brejik's probably got your Republic friend hidden away somewhere safe until the big swoop race. You'll never...
Oh, do I have to be in a swoop race?
I'm afraid your friend has become a pawn in Brejik's game to take over the lower city. He's offered her up as the Vulkar's share of the prize in the annual swoop gang race. By putting up such a valuable prize...
It's very nice for the gangs to have something that's annual. We hate you, turf war, kill 'em, but once a year we get together and have a race.
About rescuing Bastila, then. Well, we can't fight all the gangs.
The only hope you have of rescuing Bastila is to somehow win the big season opener of the swoop race. I might be able to help you with this, if you'd be willing to help us. We both have something to gain here, and much to lose.
What are you proposing? I might help you if the price is right. I don't work with gangs, Gadden. How do I know I can trust you? Well, all these sound like terrible things to ask.
For the lower city gangs only, I could sponsor you as a writer for the Hidden X this
Is this where they got the pod race scene from Phantom Menace?
year. Your friends free.
I could sponsor you, and here's a pod and
My mechanics have developed an accelerator for the swoop engine.
a special tool, a MacGuffin.
Can beat any other swoop out there, but the Vulkars stole the prototype.
Of course they did. Now I have
They plan to
somewhere to go.
be a victory this year's swoop race. I need you to break into their base and steal it back.
Well, if it's anything like breaking into your base, I just walk through the front door.
Getting into the Vulkar base.
I like how one of the options is, sure, let's do it. And the other one's like, I'm only going to do it for money so they can yell at you. And then the third option is, I don't believe in the rest of this story.
Gatton, you can't be serious. She's just a kid. How is she supposed to help them with this?
Mission's explored every step of every back alley in the lower city. Plus, she knows the undercity sewers.
Her name is Mission.
If anyone can get inside the Vulkar base, it's her.
So I'm going to go on a mission.
She and her Wookiee friend Zalbar are always looking to stir up a little excitement.
Hey, we already met
Exploring
them.
in the undercity, despite the danger.
We met them
Your best bet is
already.
to look for her in the undercity, but you'll need some way past the Sith guard post at the elevator.
I already did that.
A simple disguise might have worked on the upper city guard, but the security down here is much tougher. You'll need the proper papers to get past him. Luckily, my gang ambushed one of the Sith patrols headed down to the undercity. They never made it, and their security papers fell into my hands.
Convenient.
Since we're working together now, I suppose I could give them to you in exchange for your uniforms. With the security papers, you won't need a disguise anyway.
I'm gonna ask.
I like to be prepared. Eventually, the Sith are going to try to drive us out of the undercity. Sith disguises might give my...
So there's a lot of talking here. I apologize for not chatting. I'm afraid.
Thanks for the uniforms.
Now I don't know if I can get where I need to go.
Papers anyway. Now, is there anything else I can do for you? I suggest you hurry.
I'm gonna.
The race is coming up, and we want you to have time to
It's
practice
this
for the race.
afternoon. Okay. So I think that's going to be it for me today. This is a good place to stop. Just in the middle of this base that they just let me walk into. You guys aren't hidden. There's literally one door with a lady outside and a stick. How big is this base? I can't tell. To lower city. So what is my mission now? I'm not purchasing a droid. I need to search. I'll help you get to... Undercity or the sewers. Okay, so that's where I need to go next. So, all right, cool. I'm going to save. And I'll just save it in this one. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, y'all. Have a great rest of your day and rest of your what little weekend you have left. If you've got stuff going on today, if you're building or whatever, yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your Sunday. I'll be back on Thursday doing more of the same probably. So yeah. I don't think I've got anything to build still. I haven't really bought anything, so we'll go back to either some Q2 stuff or some Thundercloud stuff or maybe some Microfighter stuff. So and as always, I do need to do the Forbidden West machines, so try to work those in there too. But cool. Well, have a good rest of your day, y'all, and I hope you have a good one, and I'll talk to you soon. Talk to you later. Bye.